guys, we're Tim and Sandy and of course Pablo, and we love travelling around in our 2004 converted Mercedes Sprinter. We've decided to compile a Scenic Rim series for you, which covers quite a lot of southeast Queensland national parks. This week we head to Mount Cordo. Explain a little bit of backstory about us.
It's a complete setup.
Are we wasting our time?
We were tricked.
And we also discover a new craze of geocaching.
I don't get it.
Well, it's new to us. Have you heard of it? Welcome to our channel, The Sandvan. Are you hosting, Pablo? Good morning. We are still in the Scenic Rim, as you know, and we've headed to Boona today. And you have to really pronounce Boona properly.
B-O-O-N-A.
Boona!
Boona!
We've just pulled up at this little park up, and behind us there's two cars with their engines running, and they're just parked behind us like we're in like we're in a McDonald's drive-thru. We're not sure what to do, but we're about to leave and take Pablo out, so... but we just wanted to say too that we were on some live streams this morning with Oreo Speedwagon and Roads Home. So hey guys, and yes, even though you saw us a couple videos ago when it's raining, it is still raining. It just never stops in winter here. Well, sometimes. We're going to head out and take Pablo out for a walk because he's looking very feeble. So we're going to get a coffee, I think, and head out and let these people know that we're not in a drive-thru.
Yeah.
And that we're stayers.
Well, it's going great. Where are we, Sandy?
Booyah!
We're at the first cafe that we went on our first date many years ago. When we were set up by our friends, we were told to come on a motorcycle ride, so we both came on a motorcycle ride, and they were just trying to set us up, and the whole weekend evolved from there, and then the relationship evolved from there as well. So it was a fun weekend. We were given some free tickets to an event because someone else couldn't go. It was a complete setup.
And the rest is history, really, isn't it? We were tricked, is basically what he's saying.
And that first weekend, we ended up going and buying a campervan together as well, which was weird. Well, the good thing about rainy days is that you can go into town and you can do all your stocking up and get all your laundry done. It's a good day. It's a good time to, you know, take time to fix things, sort stuff out, have a good tidy out, sort out, because you like the van can get cluttered really quickly, and you don't really want that on the road. You want to try and be as minimal as possible and as tidy as possible, and it makes it nicer for you. So I'm just going to go shopping in Richie's IGA and get some nice food for dinner.
Tim has gone in to get some bits and bobs from IGA because we found a park up just 10 minutes from here. It's free and it's a bit like Arachula, like last week, the first park up, where you sort of just go in and buy a drink and you can park outside. It's dog friendly, so that's what we're going to do. But while he's in there, I'm going to tidy up because this bed is just covered in things, so might do that. I've just changed cameras because there's something wrong with the DJI. It won't move its head up and down. Like, it's weird. Anyway, I'll just swap cameras for the minute. I am now on the Sony, which I actually prefer, but before we get a gimbal, I think I was talking to you about that last week, or I was worried about the shakiness last week. Yeah, I just want to keep using the DJI for now, because I think we're going to need it. I looked at the footage from last week and it's a little shaky. It's usable, and hopefully you guys found it okay, but we are going to get a gimbal just to make the experience for you a little bit better. But I just wanted to show you this that Tim did during the week as well. Actually fixed all our counters. He varnished them, sanded them down and varnished it. Look at the shine on that. It's so good having someone that can just do maintenance like that for the van, and with little to no cost because he already had the varnish. Okay, Pablo. He's got himself comfortable, but I actually need to move all this stuff off the bed. How cute is that face? Alright, let's get this done. Tech. Bags. And look at the shine on that. That's the lagoon table at the front. Looks so much better. Just a little upgrade. And apart from the bed being made, that is done. So we'll be heading off to that little pub very soon, and I'll show you around there when we get there. Bye bye.
Well, that's the shopping done. Pretty packed in there actually, and really expensive. So it seems to be the issue with like small country towns is yeah, the cost of the food. But if you're miles from anywhere, you have to go with what you got. And this little bag here costs $55. Not cheap. We didn't get anything super expensive either. Just our normal things.
Well, the DJI's fixed. Tim's got back and said, well, is the toggle in properly? And basically IT'd me, and we turn it off and turn it back on again. Sort of. So I didn't know the toggle thing came off. But anyway, enough about cameras. Yeah, we'll see you at the pub. We're here. We found a park, but it says, I don't know if you can see out there, septic trench transpiration area.
Yeah.
Kind of smells a little bit like poo. Not sure.
I don't know.
Is it Pablo?
It's psychological, I think.
I don't know, because
You think of
is
poo.
it because we saw the sign, or can we actually smell it?
I'm not sure now. I can smell wood smoke. I'll take my glasses off. Well, we're sitting here, bored silly, wondering what to do, listening to the rain. Anyway, we've got the door open and we're just laying there, and we hear some kids coming by, and they're going, don't know if we can find it. And was like intrigued, so I sat up and listened, and listened to their conversation, and they were talking about geocaching. Now, I've heard of this, but never really paid much attention to it. I thought, well, let's have a look. We'll load up the app, and apparently geocaching, we're probably very late to the party, and you already know about it. But it's
I had never heard of it.
It's a worldwide treasure hunt. So you can go off and you find little things. So we loaded up the app, and we've signed up, made our own little account.
There's one close by.
And apparently there's one close by.
So we're going to have to see what it is.
Come along, this is our story.
Do you hear me, man?
We've put the little man inside. And we have
Alright, it's this
the
way.
intrepid treasure hunter Sandra.
28 metres. I don't get it. It says look down and find a possum, I see nothing.
There's a possumless area.
I don't
We're
get it.
We're not sure. We're just going to
Does anyone do this? Can you tell me how it works?
Well, that looks like the hiding place in there, but there's nothing in there.
We're probably going to go and find some more treasures somewhere else. We seem to be inspired now, and since we have nothing to do, we may as well go on a little adventure.
So we're just looking a bit more into it, and it's called Geo Caching. Not caching. Or it could be in this Aussie thing, I don't know. But you download the app, and if you can see the app there, and you click on the little green things that are around you, and
There you go.
yeah, and it tells you kind of how hard it is. It says the difficulty, how big or small the container is that you're looking for, and they hide it in different little places. And we're just seeing online that the package could have anything in it. Like, it has lots of little trinkets in it, and the idea is that you take a trinket and replace it with something else. And some trinkets have actual trackable features on them, and you can go online and find out where they originated from. And they can come from anywhere around the world. Apparently there's about 2 million different things that you could find around the world. So I'm pretty impressed. I love little treasure hunts and stuff like that. So I really want to go find one now. So we just looked online, and there's where we just were back in Boona. There's about 5. Oh, is it 8?
There's quite a few.
Yeah, so we're going to drive back and see if we can find some so we can show you.
We're going to hit Boona!
Boona! Hooray, let's get some treasure!
So when you found a geocache, you take a picture to prove that you found it, and you leave a little message for the person that put it there, and it marks it with a little smiley face to show that you found it.
So we've just stopped off at Boona town centre again just to get some wine while I'm here with Pablo. But we're just thinking, we're climbing, well, we hope to climb Mount Cordo tomorrow, and that is half an hour away from here. If we stay at Arachula, that pub we stayed in last week, or last episode, we will only be like 15 minutes away. We are back at Arachula, and what a nice sunset to arrive to as well. So we're going to sit here and have a couple of drinks before we start dinner. And we got a little, I think Tim mentioned before, we got a an air fryer, a little, very little one. It fits in our pantry, which isn't very big, but we're going to make something in there.
Why don't I just whip it out and show everyone?
Oh, we're not having dinner yet. We're not having dinner yet, but
no, we'll get there.
We'll show you what we got. As you can see, it's down our pantry. And look at it. It's just a baby.
It's just a baby.
It's just a baby. But it's yeah, it's big enough, I think, for us and what we need in the van, and it won't pull too much power, I don't think.
There's all the lights
Famous. Yeah. It's everything flickers as we turn it off. Tim is going to cook dinner now. I think we're having what are we having again? Wedges.
Well, they're not wedges, they're beer batter. They're golden ale beer batter fries, or wedges, chips, with corn fillets, chicken fillets.
Oh.
Not chicken, but
baked chicken. And we're going to try out the new air fryer. But we will leave you here tonight, and we're just going to chill out as per usual. And we will see you tomorrow morning for, we're going to get up early so it's not too hot for wee man. But we're going to get up early and climb a mountain. Hooray! Hope you enjoyed some different stuff we did today, but we'll see you tomorrow. I've already signed off for tonight, but I came back, PS, if you will. We just thought we'd let you know how much the little air fryer that we got pulls from the system. It actually probably takes about the same as the air conditioner. Oh, the light's flickered. So I reckon you could run it for about 20 minutes, which is probably usually what it runs, and I reckon it would take about 15%.
yeah.
You'll probably take about 15% of the battery power, which isn't
much
horrid.
Different to the induction cooktop.
Yeah, the induction probably uses the same, but the difference is of the induction, you don't have to have the induction running for 20 minutes. You only need like 5. So this does pull a little bit, but it's doable.
But it smells lovely in here.
It does. It smells really nice. Anyway, second sign off. See you tomorrow. So we're at the start of the walk. I'm just figuring out the best way to lock Pablo in here. It's pretty cool. It's about 16 degrees. We're under a tree. We've got the blinds up, as you can see, at the side there. And the only windows that are going to be exposed is the front and the back, which he can't actually get to. And we've got vents in the windows. We're top here. and we're going to turn the fan on. So he's got airflow and he'll be fine for a couple hours, hopefully. It's his first try. So we also have sandwiches being made, and that's us.
Well, we got phone signal now, and it seems like the nanny cam's working.
He's sitting on the passenger seat. Like this.
Show us the camera.
Okay, it's initialising again.
Oh, is it?
It's hit and miss, I think, but I saw him on the...
Cool. Well, that helps put our minds at rest. It's a lot cooler this morning anyway. It's a nice breeze. It's about 8:33 in the morning, so we should get up and back before lunchtime easily, even with some filming. So we're on Mount Cordo, or we're climbing Mount Cordo, and this is looking out over the Scenic Rim. Well, the track isn't too bad actually. It's quite muddy. It seems to be in the shade of the mountain all the time, so it doesn't really dry out properly here. Not too steep. That'll probably change, because we don't seem to be going uphill enough for where our destination seems to be. So just keep going. Well, that's a sign I wasn't expecting to see up the side of a mountain. Apparently they explored for gold here, and there's a little mine shaft at the side of the track here. I'll just turn you around.
Oh, I thought it actually didn't go that far, but it actually does. You just can't see when you can't go in. I thought it just stops there, but it doesn't. It actually goes all the way in.
Goes a long way in.
Yeah.
Well, they used explosives to see if they could find gold, and it turned out there wasn't any gold. The good thing about this trail is lookout after lookout after lookout, and here's another one we can show you.
This is the other side of the gold mine.
How's it?
Yeah, look, it's a coal. Well, I think so, isn't it?
There's a big shaft down there. Hello? There's an echo.
So we've made it to the top of the mountain, and it's beautiful, and I will insert views here. But because of yesterday, I've got a craze for geocaching. I'm having a look to see if there's any up here, because apparently people put them on actual trails as well. But if you can see, there isn't any. But these little ones here, they're greyed out. I think you have to actually buy the app for it, or do a subscription or something. So we'll have to look into that. Upgrade to see more. Become a geocaching premium member to access more geocache types.
Yeah,
so
I think there's other
maybe
ones
more
that have got
pops
more
up.
money in them.
So hang on, let me just press upgrade. It's $3.92 a month. It's not that bad. We'll see how it goes with the free ones and see how much we use it, but I'm tempted. So me being me, I thought, oh, bugger it. Let's just get the subscription. So it was $46 a year, so I thought, oh, whatever, we'll just do it because we are going to play it, because I know I will. But different ones have popped up, so if I click on, I don't know, can you actually see that? Is it too bright?
I can see. Yeah, I can see
So you click on the orange one just there. These ones are, oh, I had it up before. But apparently they give their caches with multiple locations. I didn't know that they were there. So you go to one and they give you a clue to go to a next one. So I reckon it is worth it, because those ones will be really fun.
It's more of a treasure hunt.
Yeah, I think more of a treasure hunt. So, and there's a few more around now too. So as usual, we have lunch with this wonderful view. It's so nice being on top of the mountain. the views are pretty stunning. And behind me, if you can see, probably not, just in between somewhere here, that's where we were last week. And the drone is up. We can see him. There he is. Oh, he's gone.
Well then, what do you get?
It's so cold. We're just sitting up the mountain and a cold breeze just came by, so we're going back.
And then a cloud came over. It was like, oh, this is too cold.
Too cold.
Actually, that was a pretty easy walk, as Sandy stumbles. Yeah, like Sandy said, we had a few little mishaps, but it's generally quite an easy track. As long as you watch your footing and you've got a decent pair of shoes. We just saw a guy walking up the hill in a pair of thongs, so good luck to him. Or flip-flops if you're from a different country. That would have been a bit disturbing, thinking of someone with thongs on his feet walking up the hill, especially in England. Anyway, it's a really easy track, and you get rewarded at the top. I slipped again. Good morning. So yeah, like I said, it's fair to moderate. It's not even that hard a walk. A little bit steep in places, but it's pretty even pathway. Just slippery with the mud. Although it did rain all day yesterday, so that's probably something that we should have taken in consideration before we started. But absolutely fantastic views at the top, even though you can't get right to the summit. It was almost there. And but you'll see with the drone shots that we show that you know what's over the top and what was on the top. So I'd definitely recommend this one as maybe one to start with on the Scenic Rim, and then maybe go over to Mount Mitchell for the second one after that. So anyway, we'll see how we go. We've still got a lot more mountains to climb in the Scenic Rim.
So the sun is definitely coming out now. It's not as cold. Probably the fact that we're moving as well, but we did have a couple of falls. Me, and I hurt my there, and my bum, but I'm not showing you my bum. And Tim had a bit of a slip but didn't fall, and another lady with poles even fell over. That's how slippery it is out here. We were thinking of getting poles, and just as we said,
oh, let's get some poles.
Let's get some poles. That'll stop us from falling over. This lady with poles just fell over. Not my luck. If I had poles, I'd probably stab myself as I was falling over. But I still think it's a good idea. Maybe we'll invest in some because everything's really slippery.
We go up the top. It's not windy. Come down here. It's windy as.
I think it's only because you can hear it in the trees.
I think it's because it's the gap between the two mountains on the range.
Oh, yeah.
And the wind's whistling from that valley over there out into the valley over here. So it's just like a big funnel. Because I could fly the drone at the top, but I definitely wouldn't fly it down here at the moment, unless I didn't want to see it again. And we've already done that before.
You okay, little fella?
Hello.
You're a good boy.
Hello.
So we're now heading to our Arachula. That's we're heading back to the where we stayed last night, wasn't it?
It's near where we stayed.
Yeah, near where we stayed. Just to get it. We just saw a couple of geocaches around there, so we're gonna go check them out. Are we becoming obsessed? You always seem to be near like busy roads. Jump! Come on!
This is playing real nice.
Sorry, it's a little bit awkward, Pablo's on my arm. Thanks for watching our episode this week. I hope you enjoyed and learned a little bit about geocaching and a little bit more about the Scenic Rim. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and comment, please, if you haven't already. And we'll see you next week. Anything to add?
Well, I always say always leave a comment, but you've already done that. So.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.